Sit back, relax, and turn on your Tell Me Vision. My autographed photos of the Bob Newhart Show stars. My actress friend, Quinn O'Hara, did an autograph show, and among the many stars who were there were two of the stars from the Bob Newhart Show. I still think it was so cool that she did this for me. At the time of this Hollywood show, all the main people from the cast were still alive. It wasn't long after that when they started dropping off. At the time of this video, only Peter Bonners, who played Jerry Robinson, is still kicking. This first autograph photo comes from Bill Daly, who played Howard Borden and was one of the main cast. Straight up, the Bob Newhart Show wouldn't have been much of a show without Howard Borden. Bob and Emily didn't have kids on the show. Even though Howard was a grown, middle-aged man and their friend and neighbor, he was like a kid himself. His childlike behavior and off-the-cuff, matter-of-fact remarks were always amusing. This particular photo shows Bill when he was a main cast member of I Dream of Jeannie, another show that I really like. When I got this photo, only Hayden Rourke had died. Now, only Barbara Eden is alive. This second photo comes from Jack Riley, who played Elliot Carlin on the show. Bob Newhart's character, Dr. Bob Hartley, was a psychologist. He had a lot of funny patients, with Elliot Carlin being the most prominent. Although he wasn't in every single episode, he was a heavily recurring character, and almost could have been considered one of the main cast. Elliot Carlin was quite a character. He was rude and abrasive, and he was definitely a little nuts. However, he wasn't all bad, and there were a number of times Elliot surprised you by being decent. He had a lot more going for him than he thought he did. He was a successful businessman, and he would initially have good luck with the ladies. It's just that his mouth and self-doubting nature ruined his relationships with other people. Elliot didn't have a lot of friends, and he really needed Bob. By extension, he got to know other people like Bob's wife, Emily, Bob's other friends, and, of course, Bob's other patients in group therapy. Like Bill Daly, Jack Riley is another guy I'd watch in anything. He started his career as a DJ/radio comedian who got into comedy writing and then acting opportunities. His first real notable role was as Wally Frick in the short-lived sitcom Occasional Wife. In that show, he was a recurring character who played the scheming, backstabbing co-worker of main character Peter Christopher. They were executives at a baby food company, vying for the boss's favor. Wally's overeagerness usually worked against him, much to Peter's delight. Wally's wife, Vera, wanted her husband to be successful even more than he did, and was quite a witch. Anytime they showed Wally and his wife, you knew there was going to be a lot of funny trouble. After that, Jack Riley became a familiar face on TV just by being around. He was on Laugh-In, Hogan's Heroes, and Red Skelton a number of times, among many other shows. He was even in an episode of Bill Daly's show I Dream of Jeannie. But it was his two appearances on the Mary Tyler Moore Show that got him the attention he needed to appear on another show MTM was producing, The Bob Newhart Show. He was on Bob Newhart for the entire run of the series, and afterwards found a lot of work as a character actor. He did an episode of Heart to Heart where he played a cool character who gets killed. I was real bummed out by that, but it was still a good episode. Besides being incredibly active as an actor, his most popular role after Elliot Carlin was being the voice of Stu Pickles in the long-running Rugrats cartoon series. He was also the man voice in the Country Crock margarine commercials. These were quite popular on TV when I was a kid, and you always saw the hands of the man and woman but never the people themselves. They always had some funny banter as they were using Country Crock. I'm glad to own both of these autograph photos, and you'll see more treasures like this when you turn on your Tell Me vision.